iyo uri kutureba waragizerewe kiroto numanya ngo kiroto kikabasa kwikirira ahawe mishono n'emigereko y'ubunyakare n'ingaye by'ubuhangwa ecyo kureberaho abantu bingi ntumanya umugisha konko umugisha tugabasa kubana kwijaha muntu otine hari umuntu otine cyatandikire rero kagumotegerizo to mu cyane kuja kubana gushanga mbwene esent apana oshemeko ino hori oshemeko ine cyatandikire nabanyuma umugisha ukabaza kubana gushangisereza rero gukongerera aho kuba wasya otyo kabana ko umuntu wamane kora ngo muku uriye ngo mukama bitwa hano hatembwa n'inganaho gutekaho amani ngo kareba ngo wabasa kubanuhikaho kandi wabasa kubanohereza abanya-Uganda mu rugendo uruturukurabamo ukorereka ngo tubabasa kubana tukusyaho ibintu bitari bimwe na bimwe erizoba muri Kasoroza umugomborera Nyakagyeme hano yo mu district ya Rukungiri wabanorazi kurungi munonga ahishitamyaha turi mu farm twatayira umuhingi muhango munonga obaze kuba nakora umwuga go kuri sempunu kandi atiya gukora cyonka yabasa kuba nayegesa nabandi nangwa no kongera okubahindura abo mutano ombukwatagine no kurisa obundi empunezi Dr. Sam Akankwasa naija kuba nagenda ari kutushoborora na minongo muringo ogo muntu asheme kuba nayijumbira omugogogo ogo kutunga empunu ko kuba nogetegereza kurungi munonga eyinenke sandemwe emazire kuba nezarwa ecyo kumanyisa ngo Dr. Akankwasa no mutunji murungi obaze kuba natunga enyamishozi kandi akazigobora mu cyango by the way kutoba ntuganira nawe utakizira kameraha Dr. Akankwasa harofomira yatugambira eyanshemeza munonga kandi kanyoreka ngo muntu wena nabasa kutunga empunu asigoborere mu cyango munonga konka yagitshoborera to murungereza.
I'm saying that piggery farming is a very lucrative business which many people don't know.
How?
Because unlike any other animal on the planet, P1 equals to 10 times 3 plus 100, which is equal to 130.
Can we get more enlightenment on that formula?
Yes, P1 means one pig can produce, that is equals, can produce 10. A minimum, because I was here, produced 24, 18, 16, and so on. So for you put an average of 10 times 3 times 3 liters or 3 times, it produces 3 times in 1 and 2 months, 1 year and 2 months. So that's why we say the year you make it liters 3 times, one pig, meaning that is 30. But when it produces the first time, the second time, and before it produces the third time, the 10 which were produced at first are also producing with the mother. Meaning, the first litter is 10, second litter is 10, but before the third, the first one's line, the first line, they are producing with the mother. For example, like the one I was showing you, this one is going to produce before the third time, before the mother produces the third time. You get the point?
I get.
So that means you are getting 10 times 3, that is 30, plus 100 for the first litter, for the first production line, which will be 130. So if you multiply by, say, 400,000 or even 500,000, you actually get averagely beyond 20 million.
From the one pig.
One Johnston one. I will give you another formula. I'm not discouraging cows, but I want to give you the formula for cows. That is the mathematics which I sold to Kenya, which I've sold to Botswana, which I've sold to Norway. I told the English people and these Africans, our neighbors in Kenya, that C1, one cow, equals to 1, produces 1,
yeah,
or minus 1, meaning it can fail to produce,
deduct 1,
or 0 within 3.5 years. In other words, to get one calf, you need 3.5 years. 3.5 years from one cow. So if we are using cows as a benefit for farmers, this is especially of our type, the still humble families, and you will expect if from a calf, you will expect 3.5 years to get another calf.
For Piggery,
But for Piggery, from one you will almost be in 2,000.
Thank you very much.
Making it the biggest multiplier.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sam Akankwasa. You've heard him. We are right here in Nyakagyeme sub-county, Rukungiri district. We are interacting with Dr. Sam Akankwasa. He's a piggery farmer here in the sub-county, and almost, I think he's the leading even in the district. He will be telling us how he got into the activity, why did he, of all, choose this. You have shared with us that you are selling the C1 idea for the cows, in Kenya, Norway, and Botswana. Who is Sam Akankwasa, if someone wants to know who is Akankwasa?
Sam Akankwasa, I'm born from Nyakagyeme here. I'm a scholar. I did not do agriculture. I've done a number of degrees, but my degrees were into business. I'm a PhD holder into business. My PhD is in business.
You hold a PhD
in business. I have over 6 degrees. I've recently graduated with a Bachelor's of Laws last year at Kampala International University. My other degrees of mine are at Makerere University and University of London.
Our esteemed viewer might wonder why Akankwasa, a PhD holder, resorted to piggery farming.
Yes, piggery farming, as I told you, it is one of the lucrative businesses which farmers do not know. You don't need a lot of land to do this piggery farming. For example, on this land where I'm sitting, it's about 5 acres. Where I'm doing this, even including the green gardens, it's about 5 acres. But the total land I have here is about 20 acres only. And the 20 acres, I'm not utilizing all. I'm utilizing only 5 acres.
Only 5 for piggery.
For piggery.
How long have you been in this activity?
I've been into this activity for about 5 years only of active production.
5 years of active production.
Active production. But I now have over 2,500 pigs here. Meaning that for us we can output, in other words, we can push out almost 3,000 pigs per every 3 months.
3,000 pigs per every 3 months from this farm.
As you have toured, or as you are going to see more, we have over 2,000 young ones. And we are having over 2,500. The old one, the young and the old ones, but not the piglets. The piglets themselves, we have 2,700.
The piglets?
The young ones like these ones, moving in the corridors and so on.
Okay.
We have over 2,000.
So someone out there, and even me, could be wondering, how did you get to these numbers? Did you start with the 2,000 or 100?
No. I started with 4 pigs. As you'll see in the other first unit, 4 pigs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. So they kept multiplying. And after multiplying, before we moved very far, government was looking for people to help. The NADS helped us. His Excellency the President was interested in young groups, young farmers doing agriculture into any interest of their farm. We got a chance to get assistance from His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He directed the agencies to help us, and himself directly engaged into assistance through our cooperative called Rukungiri Producer Cooperative Union, where I am the chairperson.
Yeah.
In that cooperative, this is not the only product we have.
You don't only own pigs in Rukungiri Productive?
No. We have other product lines.
Okay.
And this is not our farm as a union only. Individual farmers, groups, and so on, we have assisted over 10,000 farmer groups in the whole of Rukungiri district. So through the support, now of recent, we got a support from Microfinance Support Center. As you will see this uniform which I'm putting on, they have been able to assist us on raising some of these structures into modern structures. Some of these were not good structures, but the Microfinance Support Center, through Operation Wealth Creation, Operation World Creation, when they came and they saw how we were doing, so they advised microfinance support center to assist us.
Now, Dr. Akankwasa, our viewer would wish to know, what do I need in order to start up a piggery farm like you have here?
As I've told you, you don't need a lot. You need very little land, less than a quarter an acre, or even a 20 by 20, small 20 by 20 feet piece of land. From your fathers or from your grandfathers, from your anybody, or from somebody assisting you to raise your piglets from there. So you need a few piglets, even if you start with 2.
Now, if we talk of piggery, most people fear that these pigs feed a lot. They need a lot of feeding. How do you manage?
No. Pigs, actually, they take the lowest feeds. If you give a pig 5 kilos, it will eat all of them. And stay wanting. If you give it 1 kilo of, say, improve, even whether maize bran, rice bran, with some few mixtures as you will see or as we go, it may consume on the 1 kilo,
and it
survives a day. Or you may give it 2. That is meaning you will give it 2 kilos. But of course, you will premix it with other greens. You will put in other greens. For example, from green gardens, there's so many greens it eats. Like the other cows eat elephant grass, the potato vines, banana peelings, anything, name it, anything, even whatever you feed cows, even what cows do not eat, for the pigs they eat.
So what you're trying to mean is that these pigs can be trained on how much they eat a day, because we know, you have told us, when you give them 10 kilos, they will eat it. So meaning they can be trained so that it knows in a day, I don't exceed a kilogram.
Yeah, absolutely. They are trainable. Pigs are one of the highly trainable animals. You can train them as to do anything. As I've told you, if you get 3 kilos and you say this is what you feed on it will know that's what I will feed on, and it rests. Only that you must know that pigs, unlike other animals, for them they should be given their meals at special times. For example, early in the morning, because they are not like cows that they keep on their product, they keep on their digestion system in a continuous manner in the night. For them, they eat and they sleep. So you need to feed early in the morning, and you can again feed late in the evening at around 5. If you say 10 and 5, then it will know that is the time. But during the other day, you can just premix, give other greens and so on.
As we come to the conclusion, I want our esteemed viewer to understand why should they invest in piggery, and if any challenges soever, we can highlight them.
First of all, piggery farming, as I've told you, doesn't require chunks of land, because like why I did it here in Rukungiri district, here in Nyakagyeme, my sub-county, we don't, the biggest farmer you'll find, he has only about 6 or 5 acres. So as I've told you, some of us were lucky to have this land, which we are not utilizing anyway. Okay. So, but we use, you need very little land. That is the first point. The second point is that why piggery farming is that pigs do not need large capital, because if you have, let's say, 150,000 or 200, you can buy a piglet. Or even I hear others, those who buy those which are not improved, you can buy even for 100,000 or less. But for us, we tell the young ones at 250, the young ones of 1 month. 250. If they are 1 month plus and so on, you sell them 500, 800. Those which are in calf about 1 million for something. That is but at a higher level.
Yeah. Before we go to the challenges, how is the market?
That's why I'm saying. First of all, pigs give white meat, so people should eat pigs than eating other types of animals. Pigs have white meat, and white meat is very good for human beings. It's recommended for human consumption. Second is that the market is available. Even locally here, for us we can't beat the demand. They can be consumed locally here, Those people in Congo, they normally take our pigs before the lockdown. Only that now we are in lockdown, we have not been getting good clients, external market. But even up to Burundi, they come here and buy these pigs. Of recent, last week, Kasoroza took the pigs, and we are moving on well.
The challenges?
The challenge is only that we now need, with pigs, as we have said, you need to have concentrates, you need to have, that is the mixtures which you put in to improve the piggery farming. So we don't have a machine. We need a machine which can process our feeds. You need small machines like chaff cutters and so on, which we now need at the moment. And another thing is that we don't have a slaughtering point. In Rukungiri, there is no gazetted slaughtering point, which we need, which we are demanding. The other day I was talking to the district chief administrative officer, that we need a slaughtering point for these pigs, so that they are gazetted and people are encouraged and to know that this is, when I'm coming from the, others call it rufra, we need a rufra for pigs.
No.
So that somebody can go and buy the meat in that arrangement.
Thank you very much, Dr. Akankwasa. The president has always talked about value addition. How are you implementing his initiative, especially now that you have a very fast-growing farm for the pigs?
Yeah, now we are looking at getting slaughter machines, as I've told you. These pigs, those who know the science behind them, they even have, there are lots of medicines which are made from these pigs. But now we are, first of all, we want to start a slaughter, we want to get a slaughter machine, so that when we raise these pigs, they are slaughtered and packed and exported. We export the pork, the beef, across other countries. Two, we want to get a preserver. We want to get an equipment which can slaughter and then we preserve. And again, we want to start means of using this. For example, you see like now the feeds, as you are saying, which is the challenge. We want to get we want to start farming in what they call black soldier fly. We have given the proposal to Microfinance Support Center, who are some of our funders now at the moment, so that we can use this the pig dung to now make its feeds, and those feeds we shall be selling them to fish farmers, dairy farmers, and so on. So we want to use the feeds from here into those other to help other farmers. How do you treat the dung from this farm? Do you have any farm where you apply them? Yeah, at the moment we are helping other farmers. Those who are growing, we take them raw, we take it raw. But as I've told you, we want now to improve it we want to make it into improved manure. Your name once again? Dr. Sam Akankwasa. Wamureba Dr. Sam Akankwasa okuyabasa kubana twara mu cwekecho echo kutunga empunu hazamuye necho tindukwenda kitekeho obunda kabuza niwe no basa kutunga empuneza boko yatugira ngo wakatandika nempunina hata ineze rukushobo mu 10 n'enkumi rekata kazete 12 n'inge 13 abo kwa twareba harimo bwana uri mu 10 na zingaye harimo enkuru so ninyenje munonga konka okurugiro kuyatugambira kuyatandikire na nebiri kwetengwa kurebeka ngo atandika farm yempunu cyanyoreka ngo buri yomwe no basa kuba no koro mwogogu na mnonga kandi base kuba no guya mwetasi mpango mnonga amukura gwitugwaniyo no basa tugubiza mu kuretera abantu batari bamwe na bamwe abizire no bakore ibintu byo mutano kandi bikabasa kuba bihindura amagara gabo bakabasa kuba baba ekibarobwa hati otakayebwa okusubscribinga amukura gwitu ogogwaniyo no basa eje ni YouTube channel tirweho okugira ngo base kuba no tunga obukugu omero mwetari mwe nemwe obase kuba niyo no girugu wakora ohindure mbereho yawe ijuka notibwa mamani office yendu ya mukuru yanga wa district ya Rukungiri na office ya operational restoration mu district ya Rukungiri. Okay, we are still at Dr. Sam Akankwasa's Piggery farm here in Nyakagyeme sub-county, that's in Rukungiri district. Like we have always told you that we are proudly powered by the office of the resident district commissioner. Here we are privileged today. We have moved with him
and he will be giving us some comments, especially about this development we found in this place. So Mr. RDC, you're most welcome to our YouTube channel Niwe Novasa. Introduce yourself to our viewers.
I'm Stephen Nsubugabewayo, the Resident District Commissioner, Rukungiri District. And this morning I'm blessed to be at the farm of Dr. Sam Akankwasa. He's doing a very great job in this area. I'm really amazed with what he has done here. I think this is what everybody should go in for in order to alleviate poverty. One, I want to thank him because there are so many people who have been assisted by the government, but they end up doing the opposite. But for him, he has tried the resources which he got from government to multiply. Okay, and I'm so impressed, and I want to thank him for sacrificing his time, even sacrificing whatever was supposed to do to concentrate on this farm. Now, my appeal to the people around is that when you have such a project in an area, it's not there because somebody who has brought it wants to get wealth, but his purpose, the purpose of that person, especially like Dr. Akankwasa, is that other people come and see and copy from this. Okay.
What do I need, like any other Ugandan, to get assistance from the government, like Dr. Akankwasa did?
The assistance from government is there, especially from operational integration, so that you show that you can do the work. Because the President Museveni didn't just call Akankwasa, say you come and give you what? Give you assistance. Of course, you ask, okay, you come up with the proposal, how you are going to do it, because these things are demand driven. Okay, demand driven. For instance, today if I gave you 10 million shillings without you asking from it and presenting plan for it, so I give you like 2 days and the money is gone. Yeah, completely, because you have no plan for it.
Now, like the monitor of government programs in the district, yes. What plans does the government have for smallholder farmers?
For smallholder farmers, still we have operational integration, still assisting people. And normally at every year, we at the sub-counties, because there are committees which sit and select the farmers, those who like to get assistance from government. And as I say, these things are demand-driven. Say for you, I'm going to deal in piggery, or I'm going to deal in poultry, or I'm going to deal in agriculture, and so on, so that they give you what you want to deal in.
Final remarks.
If you just sit down there and wait, nothing will come to you. I don't think Dr. Akankwasa just sat and waited for heaven to upon him. He worked very hard. So I'm appealing to the people in Rukungiri district that this is a golden opportunity. Those who are nearby, come and learn from this one. And I'm also appealing to operational integration that the time we will be here, I don't want to hear any nonsense of saying that you are buying breeds, piglets from outside this district. You have the facility here. This gentleman here, doctor, has the capacity to produce all the piglets we need to be supplied to our people.
Your name is again?
Nsubugabewayo Stephen, Resident District Commissioner, Rukungiri District.
Thank you very much, Mr. RDC. We are still here at Dr. Sam Akankwasa's farm, and he has taken us through all the steps that you would need so that you can become a good piggery farmer. And the RDC has already told you that government has a number of things to give out to the community, but they are demand driven. Ebintu ebintu byetenga okubishaba rero kabasa kubano bitunga niwe okabikozesa echo mugasho kandi okabanka Akankwasa ataruganyirwa muwenka ayina bahiremeremo abantu barukushomuro 30 kandi abarukwenda kwega bija bega nangwa RDC yagira ngo operation risk creation etagaruka kugura bwana bwempu nubwo gabira abahingi aheru ya district ya Rukungiri. Dr. Sam ahine bintwa umukiganiro kitu na Dr. Akankwasa yagumzamo yacubura kurunyu munonga ngu na niwo bundu kwa kubotine sente no basa kwika famu yeye bayetungire cyana chempu no habwabusha uze kutunga free piglets kuruga famu ya Dr. Akankwasa echo nacho yatugambira kurunyu munonga reba nyenzira twegambirire okitegereze kurunyu munonga okugira ngo niyo no basa kutandikira ahabwezo bwa kuja kubana kugambira na kuhereza obo mutunji. Now Dr. Akankwasa, our esteemed viewers would wish to know, yes, what do I need to come and get some piglets from your farm so that I can start off mine if I want to be like you?
First of all, we have improved pigs. So these improved pigs in our local market, people have been used of piglets of 50, 100, but for us we sell those piglets of less than a month or a month at 250,000. But the gilts we are selling at 800, and then the big those which have produced once or which have not yet produced but which are in calf, we are selling them at 1 million, 1.5, 2 million, depending on the breed we are selling you. But as a corporate social responsibility, since we also got support, because the president, His Excellency the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, gave us support into this. Now we are getting support, as you see on the other. This is shirt. This is the microfinance support center. They are giving us support. They have improved these pigsties. You can see them now. They are looking modern, connected. This water you are seeing running here and there, and they are still giving us more support. So we are also giving for free to the community.
You are giving out free piglets.
We are giving out free piglets. Like next week we shall be giving out, and this is not the first time. We have actually given over 10,000 to our local farmers. We reach them, monitor them, see how they are performing. And now that we have got a sober leadership in the office of the president, we and political wing, technical wing, our RDC, Mr. Nsubuga, and Abubakar Birungi here, he's the deputy, and the technical political team, the chief administrative officer, Mr. Biamungu Elias. We know the district is now settled to working for the people. So we are going to call them next week, or even this week, you never know, because I'm meeting my funders today to see how many people we are now going to support. But we are going to keep supporting, and I think I don't know until when.
Juka notibwa mamani office yendu ya mkuru yanga wa district ya Rukungiri na office ya operational creation omu district eji ya Rukungiri. Omuhereza wawe ndimika kamusime enyuma ya kamera hariyo Honda agono rero Cosmas nwandi ndaroho okurebeka ngo bishanebi byabasakwane bikuhikaho bibonire nkoko rukubereye wamachingwaga.